While telling about the fuse, I told you short circuit and overload. What is short circuit? Every electric appliance is designed to operate with a minimum resistance in it. If the resistance of the circuit somehow falls abruptly, then a huge current tends to flow to the appliance. This is called short circuit. I am repeating, every electric circuit is designed to operate with a minimum resistance in the circuit. If the resistance of the circuit with some electric appliance somehow falls abruptly, then a huge current tends to flow through the circuit together with the appliance. This is called short circuit. And what is overload? Overload means when a number of electric appliances are connected simultaneously and operated simultaneously in the same circuit, then also a huge current tends to flow. If the appliances are of high power, if a number of appliances with high powers are used together in the same circuit, then also huge current tends to flow through the circuit. This is called overload. And if in the case of overload or short circuit, the fuse wire connected in the circuit melts and breaks the flow of current through the circuit. Our next topic is electric bulb rating. Rating of electric bulb. Rating of electric bulb. On electric bulb, not only electric bulb, on all electric appliances is rated voltage and power. As suppose in an electric lamp, it is written on the wall 220 volt 100 watt. What does it mean? An electric lamp is rated 220 volt 100 watt. What does it mean? It means that the lamp, when connected across a PD of 220 volt, then it glows with full brightness under safe condition. Why safe condition? If the potential difference is more than 220 volt, then the glowing of the bulb will increase, however it is unsafe. The filament may snap. Here, so if the lamp is connected across a PD of 220 volt, it glows with full brightness under safe condition, and that is why it is called safe condition. And at that time it consumes electric energy at the rate of 100 joule per second. It is 100 watt. I am repeating, it means that when the electric lamp is connected across a PD of 220 volt, it glows with full brightness under safe condition, and at that time it consumes electric energy at the rate of 100 joule per second. So this is called bulb rating or electric appliance rating. In all other electric appliances, this is how it is rated: potential difference and watt. If it can be written rating on fan, then in that case it will not glow. It will work with full efficiency when they connected across the potential difference and the power and the electric energy consumed and the power rating here. Now, next topic is wastage of electric energy in electric lamp. In a filament lamp, electricity is generated by joule heating, and huge amount of heat is developed in the filament, and a part of it is converted into light. And so wastage of electric energy is done there in case of filament lamp. Now, instead of filament lamp, we can use nowadays CFL, that is compact fluorescent lamp, and LED. Nowadays we use light emitting diode, LED. Now, one question is asked in the exam: state the principle of generation of light in ordinary filament lamp, CFL and LED. I am telling you, the, in a filament lamp, light is emitted due to Joule heating of the filament. When current flows through the filament, it becomes heated and it becomes white hot to emit light. So the heat is emitted by the principle of heating effect of current, and by Joule heating the heat is developed and ultimately it is combined to light. So in an electric filament lamp, the light is produced by Joule heating. In a CFL, actually CFL is a small miniature form of fluorescent lamp. A fluorescent lamp, tube light, a fluorescent lamp. So it is a miniature form of fluorescent lamp, compact. That's why it is called compact fluorescent lamp. Now, in a compact fluorescent lamp or in a CFL, light is emitted due to interaction of ultraviolet radiations incident on a ultraviolet radiations emitted from energized mercury vapor or incandescent mercury vapor on some fluorescent material. In a CFL, light is emitted, but light is produced due to impact of ultraviolet radiations emitted from energized or incandescent mercury vapor on some fluorescent material. This is the principle of generation of light in a CFL. And in an LED, light emitting diode, light is emitted by some LED is a specially designed diode valve, semiconductor diode. LED is a special type of semiconductor diode where light is produced by some electronic operations. In an LED is a specially designed semiconductor diode where light is produced by some electronic operations. Now, among ordinary filament lamp, CFL and LED, most efficient is LED. With least power, we get more light. Now, we have to know the difference between the comparison between CFL and LED. Sometimes this is asked in the exam, CFL and LED. Now, we can compare them. LED is better than CFL for different reasons. In an LED, LED produces light utilizing small amount of electric energy, smaller amount of electric energy than a CFL. LED produces light utilizing smaller amount of electric energy than a CFL lamp. And if an LED is connected in a proper circuit, the longevity of LED is more than that of CFL. If connected to a proper circuit, LED is more durable than a CFL lamp. This is another advantage. LED is cheaper than CFL. LED is cheaper than CFL. LED being small in size can be used in small devices like torchlight, calculator, digital watch, where CFL cannot be connected. So, being small in size, it can be used in small devices, calculator, digital watch, torchlight, etc. or some different electronic appliances where CFL cannot be used. However, one thing, if you want to produce a big source of light, a bright source of light, then you have to assimilate a number of LEDs together. The LED of one one LED power is small. So to get a big source of light, we have to assimilate a number of LEDs, and this same light can be obtained by using one CFL. So this is one advantage of CFL. However, uh, nowadays, the LEDs are mostly used for producing light. For to make big source of light also, we assimilate a number of LEDs nowadays. Our next topic is energy rating mark in different electric appliances. Energy rating mark in different electric appliances. Now, energy rating mark is essential for different appliances. Rating mark 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. Sometimes you have known that in AC, while buying AC, we see 1 star or 2 star or 3 star. Actually, more star marks means is more energy efficient. So this is energy rating mark. This is how energy rating mark is given by star, by providing star. Now energy rating mark is more for a LED than a CFL. Energy rating mark of CFL is more than that of filament lamp. And this is how we just give them in star marking. So heating effect of current is finished. Now one question I will tell you, just one question, before starting with electromagnetism, the magnetic effect of current. One question, suppose you are provided with two lamps, one 40 watt lamps, another 60 watt lamps. Now they are connected first in series and then in parallel. It is given in your activity, first in series, then in parallel. Which of them will glow brighter and why? In each case, one 60 watt lamp and one 40 watt lamp, they are first connected in series and then in parallel to the same potential difference. In series or in parallel, they are connected to the same potential difference. Now in each case, which one will glow brighter and why? The answer is simple. You have to explain it. Now, when they are connected in series, the 40 watt lamp glows brighter than a 60 watt lamp. Why? Actually, 40 watt lamp has greater resistance. I told you that in a lamp rating, electric lamp rating, it is voltage and watt is given. Say 220 volt, one lamp is 220 volt, 40 watt. Another 220 volt and 60 watt. And both of them are connected in first in series, then in parallel. Now, actually, you have to calculate the resistance of the two. So, 220 volt, 40 watt. 220 volt, 40 watt, the resistance. So, 220 volt is potential difference. So, we know R is equal to B square by P. P is equal to B square by R, I told you. So, R is equal to B square by P. So, for 220 volt, 40 watt lamp, so R is equal to B square means 220 square by 40. 220 square by 40, that's much ohm. And for 60 watt lamp, R is equal to 220 square by 60. So you see, P is equal to B square by R. For 40 watt lamp, P is equal to 220 square by 40 ohm, and for 60 watt lamp, R is equal to, resistance is equal to 220 square by 60 ohm. Now obviously this is greater. This is greater. So resistance of 40 watt lamp is greater. Resistance of 40 watt lamp, I have 40 and 60, I am writing like this. So resistance of 40 watt lamp is greater than that of 60 watt lamp. Resistance of 40 watt lamp is greater than that of 60 watt lamp. Now when connected in series, I told you, when connected in series, same current flows through each of them. And in case of series connection, the heat developed in a conductor is directly proportional to the resistance. when series current same, and so heat developed is directly proportional to resistance. So obviously the heat developed in 40 watt lamp is more than that in 60 watt lamp. And as the heat developed in 40 watt lamp is more, so the 40 watt lamp will glow brighter as more heat is developed in it. But when connected in parallel, the heat developed in a conductor, in parallel condition potential difference is same. When connected in parallel, potential difference across each lamp is same, 220 volt. So 220 volts, same potential difference. In that case, the potential difference same. So heat developed in a conductor is inversely proportional to resistance. So as the 60 watt lamp has lesser resistance, so the heat developed in 60 watt lamp will be more. So in parallel connection, due to same potential difference across each, the heat developed is inversely proportional to resistance. So in 60 watt lamp, more amount of heat, as it's less resistance, more heat is developed in 60 watt lamp, and that's why 60 watt lamp will glow brighter. In household electric current circuits, all are connected in parallel, so potential difference is same. So the heat developed in 60 watt lamp is more, and that's why 60 watt lamp glows more than a 40 watt lamp. That's all. The heating effect of current is finished. Our next we'll start with electromagnetism. Thank you.